Let me tell you something. In this life, you can't just open the door to everyone and let them walk into your mind, your heart, and your business. Some things are sacred. Some things are meant to stay with you. If you're trying to build a strong foundation for your life, you have to learn to protect what's personal. Today, I want to talk to you about 9 things you should never share with anyone. Not because you're selfish, not because you're secretive, but because guarding these things will give you peace, power, and progress. Dreaming big is essential, but sharing those dreams prematurely can be a dangerous move. The moment you start talking about your plans, you invite opinions, some helpful, but many critical or dismissive. Those opinions can shake your confidence even when they're unfounded. It's human nature to seek validation, but when it comes to long-term goals, external approval isn't necessary. When you vocalize your plans too soon, you may also unintentionally dilute your focus. Instead of pouring energy into execution, you're spending time explaining, defending, or justifying your ideas. That's the energy you can't afford to waste. Your dreams deserve action, not debate. Not everyone in your circle is rooting for you. Some people are silently competing with you while others are waiting for you to fail. Sharing your goals with the wrong individuals might ignite jealousy or lead to subtle acts of sabotage. You don't need those distractions. There's also the risk of external pressure. When you announce your goals publicly, you create an expectation to deliver, sometimes before you're ready. That pressure can lead to rushed decisions, compromising the quality of your work or the integrity of vision. Your goals are sacred. They represent your aspirations, our values, and your purpose. Sharing them should be an act of trust, reserved for those who truly support you. When you keep your goals private, you give yourself the freedom to pivot, adjust, and grow without external interference. The element of surprise is a powerful tool. When you keep your plans under wraps, you maintain control over your narrative. Let your success speak for itself. It's far more impactful when people see your results than when they hear about your intentions. Silence protects your vision. It allows you to build something meaningful without unnecessary distractions. Trust in your ability to bring your goals to life without the need for constant validation. The quiet grind is where the magic happens. Money is a sensitive topic, and discussing it openly can lead to more harm than good. The amount you earn, save, or invest is nobody's business but yours. When you share details about your finances, you invite comparisons, judgments, and unsolicited advice that can complicate your financial journey. Talking about your income can create tension in relationships. Some people might envy your success, while others might belittle your struggles. Money has a way of magnifying insecurities, both yours and theirs. Avoid unnecessary friction by keeping your financial matters private. Sharing financial information can also expose you to manipulation. Some people may use what they know about your finances to exploit your generosity or guilt you into supporting them. By keeping your finances private, you protect yourself from being taken advantage of. Your financial goals and strategies are personal. Whether you're saving for a house, paying off debt, or investing for the future, these plans should be guided by your values, not influenced by external opinions. Sharing too much can derail your focus and make you question your choices. Discussing money openly can lead to unintended consequences in your professional life as well. Colleagues or acquaintances may form opinions about your worth or success based on incomplete information. That perception can impact opportunities or relationships. Privacy about money isn't about secrecy, it's about security. Your financial well-being is tied to your sense of independence and control. When you guard your financial information, you maintain the power to make decisions that align with your goals. Remember, money doesn't define your value, and it shouldn't define your relationships. Keeping your finances private allows you to focus on what truly matters, building a life that reflects your values and aspirations. Every relationship goes through ups and downs, but airing out your issues to others often makes things worse. The people you confide in may take sides, form judgments, or offer advice that's not in line with your values or the dynamics of your relationship. When you involve others in your struggles, you lose control of the narrative. People may spread your story, twist the details, or share it with someone you didn't intend to include. Suddenly, a private issue becomes public knowledge, creating tension and resentment. Your partner deserves the same privacy and respect you expect. When you share relationship problems with others, you risk violating that trust. Even well-meaning advice from friends or family can create a divide between you and your partner. External opinions can complicate things further. People often project their own experiences and biases onto your situation. What worked for them might not work for you, and their judgments might cloud your perspective instead of clarifying it. Resolving relationship issues requires open communication between you and your partner, not an audience. When you focus on discussing problems directly with the person involved, you create an opportunity for growth, understanding, and resolution. Sharing too much can also leave a lasting impact. Even after you resolve the issue, the people you confided in may hold onto their judgments or negative perceptions. This can affect how they view your partner or your relationship long term. Relationships thrive on trust, respect, and boundaries. By keeping your problems private, you demonstrate a commitment to protecting the bond you built. You also give yourselves the space to grow and heal without interference. Your past mistakes are part of your story, but not everyone needs to read every chapter. Sharing them too freely can leave you open to judgment, criticism, or even manipulation. Not everyone will understand the growth you've achieved or the lessons you've learned. When you talk about your past missteps with the wrong audience, they might see them as current flaws rather than part of your evolution. People have a way of holding on to the old version of you, especially if it makes them feel superior or justified in their shortcomings. Some people will use your past mistakes against you, whether it's in personal or professional relationships. Knowing too much about your history gives them ammunition. It's not about hiding who you are. It's about protecting yourself from those who don't have your best interests at heart. Dwelling on past mistakes can also hold you back emotionally. The more you share and relive those moments, the harder it becomes to leave them behind. You've grown from those experiences, and they don't need to define you in the eyes of others. There's value in sharing your story selectively. When done with purpose, such as to inspire or teach, it can be powerful. But that's a choice you make, not an obligation. Choose your audience wisely and ensure it's worth the vulnerability. Your mistakes are your lessons, and not everyone deserves access to the wisdom they've taught you. Sharing them recklessly might cheapen their significance or make them a source of unnecessary gossip. Protect the journey you've been on. Growth comes from within, and your past is a tool for reflection, not a spectacle for others. By keeping your mistakes private, you reinforce your commitment to self-improvement and prevent unnecessary distractions from your progress. Every family has its struggles, but airing out those private matters can do more harm than good. What happens within your family should stay within your family. It's not about hiding flaws, it's about protecting the trust and unity of the people closest to you. Sharing family secrets with outsiders can create division. Once the information is out, you lose control over how it's shared or interpreted. The trust between you and your family members might also take a hit, making it harder to rebuild those bonds. Not everyone will understand the context or history behind your family's struggles. Outsiders often judge without knowing the full story, which can lead to unfair perceptions and even pity. Your family's journey is unique, and it doesn't need validation from anyone else. Talking about family issues with the wrong people can lead to gossip and rumors. What starts as a moment of vulnerability can quickly spiral into a narrative you didn't intend it to create. This not only impacts your family, but also your reputation. When you share family secrets, you risk alienating the people who stood by you through thick and thin. Even if relationships within your family are strained, the act of keeping their struggles private shows respect and loyalty. It's not about bottling up emotions or ignoring problems. There's value in seeking help when needed, but that help should come from trusted sources like therapists or counselors, not casual acquaintances. Choose solutions, not unnecessary exposure. Families thrive on trust and boundaries. Protecting those boundaries doesn't mean avoiding tough conversations. It means keeping those conversations within the circle of those who need to be involved. Respecting that space is essential for long-term harmony. Your next big move is your ticket to success, but letting everyone know about it beforehand can derail your progress. When you share your plans too early, you open the door to criticism, skepticism, and even jealousy. These distractions can drain your energy and focus. Talking about your next step often invites unsolicited advice. While some of it might be helpful, much of it is based on other people's fears and limitations. Their doubts can start to creep into your mindset, making you second-guess your decisions. When you keep your plans private, you maintain control over your timeline and execution. Sharing too soon can create pressure to deliver before you're ready, potentially compromising the quality of your work or the success of your project. Moving in silence allows you to avoid unnecessary competition. Not everyone around you wants to see you succeed, and some might even take your ideas and run with them. Protecting your vision ensures it remains uniquely yours. Silence also helps you build more momentum. The less you talk about your plans, the more time you have to focus on the actions needed to bring them to life. It's about channeling your energy into doing, not discussing. Surprise is a powerful element. When you reveal your success only after it's achieved, you command respect and admiration. People see the results, not the struggle, which speaks volumes about your ability and determination. Guarding your next big move isn't about secrecy, it's about strategy. By staying focused and selective about what you share, you set yourself up for success on your terms. Doing good for others is a beautiful thing, but broadcasting your acts of kindness can diminish their value. True generosity doesn't seek recognition. When you give with the expectation of applause, it's no longer about the act, it's about the attention. Sharing your good deeds can create unnecessary comparisons. Others might feel pressured to match your generosity or feel inadequate if they can't. Kindness should inspire, not intimidate or compete. Talking about your acts of kindness can also shift the focus away from the recipient's needs. The spotlight becomes about you instead of the impact your actions had. Giving should be about the other person, not your image. When you keep your generosity private, you protect the dignity of those you help. Not everyone wants their struggles or their gratitude on display. Respecting their privacy shows a deeper level of empathy and understanding. Publicizing your kindness can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. People might question your motives or accuse you of seeking attention. This negativity can overshadow the good you intend to do. But quiet giving allows you to connect with the true purpose of kindness. It's about making a difference, no matter how big or small, without the need for validation. That authenticity is what makes kindness meaningful. Generosity is its reward. By keeping your acts of kindness private, you cultivate a spirit of humility and gratitude that enriches both your life and the lives of those you touch. Revealing your weaknesses to others can feel like an act of trust, but it often opens the door to unnecessary risks. Not everyone who listens to your struggles is rooting for your success. Some people might exploit what you share for their benefit. Vulnerability, while powerful in the right context, can be misunderstood or even used against you. When you openly discuss your weaknesses, you might unintentionally invite pity or lower others' expectations of your capabilities. that can impact how you're perceived personally and professionally. Talking about your struggles too freely can make them feel bigger than they are. The more you focus on what's not working, the harder it becomes to shift your mindset towards solutions. Oversharing keeps you stuck in the problem instead of moving toward the fix. Not everyone has the emotional capacity to handle your vulnerabilities with care. Some might dismiss them, making you feel invalidated, while others might use them to elevate themselves by comparison. Your challenges deserve understanding, not judgment. There's a time and place to share your struggles, and it's important to be selective about your audience. Trusted friends, mentors, or therapists can provide support and guidance. Sharing indiscriminately, however, might do more harm than good. When you keep your vulnerabilities private, you maintain control over your growth process. It allows you to work on yourself without external pressure or interference. The strength to overcome challenges comes from within, not from how others perceive your efforts. Protecting your weaknesses doesn't mean ignoring them. It means addressing them with intention and care, ensuring that you grow stronger without exposing yourself to unnecessary harm. Your lifestyle is a reflection of your values, priorities, and personal journey, and it doesn't need to be justified to anyone. Sharing too much about how you live your life, whether it's your habits, routines, or indulgences, can invite unnecessary opinions and criticism. Everyone has their perspective on what's right or wrong when it comes to lifestyle choices. When you open up about yours, you might unintentionally become a target for judgment or unsolicited advice. People project their own beliefs onto you, which can create tension. Talking openly about your lifestyle can also breed envy or resentment. Whether you're thriving or struggling, there will always be those who compare their situation to yours. This can lead to strained relationships or even false assumptions about who you are. Your choices are deeply personal and often tied to your goals or circumstances. Sharing them broadly can lead to misunderstandings, as others may not have the full context of why you live the way you do. This can lead to misinterpretation or even gossip. Privacy about your lifestyle allows you to stay true to yourself without external pressure. When you're not constantly explaining or defending your choices, you can focus on living authentically and making decisions that align with your values. You see, not everyone needs to know the details of your life. By keeping certain aspects private, you protect your peace and maintain control over your narrative. It's about choosing what's worth sharing and what's better kept to yourself. Guarding your lifestyle choices isn't about hiding who you are. It's about creating boundaries that allow you to grow and thrive without unnecessary distractions or negativity. Your financial situation, whether you're thriving or struggling, is one of the most personal aspects of your life. Sharing it openly can invite unnecessary judgment or exploitation. People often view money through the lens of their values, and that can skew their perception of you. Talking about your financial struggles can lead to pity or even dismissal. Some people might see you as less capable or assume you're not making smart decisions, even if your circumstances are temporary or beyond your control. It can also shift the dynamic in relationships, making interactions feel transactional. On the other hand, sharing your financial successes can attract envy or unrealistic expectations. People might assume you have endless resources or start viewing you as a source of opportunity rather than a friend, family member, or colleague. This can strain relationships and create tension. Financial details are a sensitive topic, and not everyone needs to know the full picture. When you reveal too much, you risk losing the control and boundaries necessary to maintain a balanced perspective on your finances. Others might project their fears or desires onto you, adding stress to an already complex area of life. Your financial journey is uniquely yours and is shaped by your decisions, opportunities, and challenges. Keeping those details private allows you to focus on your goals without the weight of external opinions or expectations. It gives you the freedom to plan, save, and invest on your terms. Discussing money too openly can also shift your focus from gratitude to comparison. Instead of appreciating what you have, you might start measuring your worth against others, which can lead to unnecessary anxiety or dissatisfaction. Protecting your financial privacy helps you stay grounded and intentional. By keeping your financial situation private, you maintain control over your narrative. It allows you to navigate your journey with clarity and purpose without the added noise of opinions or judgments that don't serve your growth. Relationships are deeply personal, and sharing too much about your challenges with others can do more harm than good. What happens between you and your partner should stay between you two unless you're seeking help from a trusted source. When you talk about your relationship troubles with the wrong people, you open the door to unnecessary opinions and judgments. Others might take sides or even use your struggles to stir conflict, further complicating an already sensitive situation. Sharing relationship issues too broadly can create a narrative that's hard to undo. Even after you and your partner resolve things, others might still see your relationship through the lens of what you shared. This can affect how they view your partner and your connection. Discussing your challenges with people who don't understand your dynamic can lead to advice that's unhelpful or even damaging. Not everyone has the experience or perspective to guide you, and their input might push you further away from resolution. Keeping your struggles private allows you to work through them with clarity and focus. When you're not worried about how others perceive your relationship, you can address the root issues and build a stronger bond. Privacy fosters trust and intimacy, which are essential for growth. There's a time and place to seek help, but it's crucial to choose the right audience. Counselors, therapists, or trusted mentors can provide objective guidance. Sharing with acquaintances or people who don't have your best interests at heart can backfire. Relationships thrive on communication and trust, and oversharing undermines both. By keeping your troubles private, you create a space where growth and healing can happen without the noise of external judgment or interference. Your dreams are sacred, and sharing them prematurely can put them at risk. Not everyone will understand your vision, and some might even try to discourage you, whether out of jealousy, fear, or their limitations. When you talk about your future goals, you invite opinions that can cloud your judgment. People might project their insecurities onto you, making you second-guess your plans or doubt your ability to achieve them. Discussing your dreams too early can also dilute your motivation. The energy you spend talking about what you'll do could be better spent on taking the steps to make it happen. Oversharing can create a false sense of accomplishment before you've even begun. Your vision is your responsibility, and protecting it means staying focused. When you share too much, you risk exposing your plans to people who don't have your best interests at heart. Some might try to compete with you or even sabotage your progress. Silence gives you the space to build your dream without distraction. It allows you to work on your terms, free from the pressure of meeting others' expectations or timelines. Privacy helps you maintain control over your process and results. When the time is right, your success will speak for itself. By keeping your dreams to yourself, you ensure that they remain pure and untainted by external doubts or negativity. It's about nurturing your vision until it's strong enough to stand on its own. Your dreams deserve the chance to grow without interference. Protecting them isn't about secrecy, it's about strategy. By focusing on the work instead of the words, you bring yourself closer to making them a reality. In life, protecting what's sacred to you is not about mistrust, it's about wisdom. Not everyone will honor your truths the way you do. By keeping certain things private, your plans, your struggles, your finances, and your vulnerabilities, you take control of your narrative. You shield your peace from unnecessary noise and allow yourself to grow in strength, clarity, and confidence. Privacy isn't secrecy, it's strategy. It's knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. It's recognizing that some parts of your life are meant to be nurtured quietly away from the eyes of those who might not understand or appreciate them. When you master this balance, you create a life that's not just successful, but deeply fulfilling and authentically yours.